Hello, my friends. Welcome or welcome back. I am your local art witch, and today I wanted to look through this Lenormand deck. It is called Mirror Truth by Sylvia Neitzner. It caught my eye immediately in the store. It has a magnetic flap. I really like these ones. It feels a little magical to open it. It has a little bit about the author here. Here is the book. It is in black and white. Gives us a nice description, easy to read. I am so excited to see this. I do have one other Lenormand deck, but it feels like it was aimed for a younger age group, which there's nothing wrong with, but it was my kind of only option in the store. So when I saw this, I knew I needed to look through it. Ooh. The cards have the gold foil on the sides, which I'm a big fan of. Here are the backs of the cards. They're pretty sturdy. Lenormand decks tend to be much smaller in size than a tarot deck. These type of decks I'm much less acquainted with, but that is something I would like to work on. Let's scooch in a little bit more. There we go. I really like the color. It feels rich, fancy. I feel a little like I'm royal or something, even just having these. They are glossy. Ring, look. Ooh, look at the colors. Wow, that's so pretty. Snake. So these tend to have one word, it looks like, and I'm guessing that these are the associations with a standard deck. The Ace and Queen of Clubs. The snake. That's so interesting. Oh, and there's a 7 and a 25. Interesting. Mountain. We've got a city. These gorgeous mountains. It looks watercolor plus graphite and then tidied up in an art program of some kind. It looks like she used a mixture of techniques to do this. Like this looks a little bit more like it might have been CG. Who knows though? There's the snake and the mountain. Ooh, look at the clouds. See, it looks like a tree almost giving birth to this dragon. That is gorgeous. I would get a tattoo of this dragon. That's so pretty. Coffin. Okay, so we're in a graveyard. Ooh, a haunted looking castle, some bats, some owls. And this is diamond. I think this is our first. It is. The rest of them so far have been clubs. Mice. Oh my goodness, look how cute. I love mice. Aw. And they're in this tall grass. Maybe it's about, like with all this green, maybe it's more about fertility and abundance here. Storks. Another abundance, maybe. Like this little wintry village back here. Ooh, rider. We have a gorgeous horse. Oh, there's the lady. She blends in with what looks like it could be a street that's blending in with a tree. This particular card, sorry about my camera can't seem to focus. This particular card looks like it could have somewhat been made with AI. I hope I'm wrong. I do like this nice green lady. We see a lady, we see a city. It kind of looks like that city from Lord of the Rings. Oh, and we've got this tree that's blossoming here. Ooh, sun. We have a clockwork looking sun here. I thought originally it was going to be clock because I'm looking at these cards through the camera, so I'm seeing it as you're seeing it. I like this little building on the corner. You don't see buildings like this really in my country. I did see that she's from Germany, so it does seem like over in the Europe type region, these type of buildings are a little bit more common. The letter. Ooh, look at that pen. We've got a nice city again. That's so pretty. I like how much she's putting into each card. You could look at one card for a long time and keep noticing new things. We've got a crossroad. Now what's interesting about this is it doesn't look like a crossroad to me. It looks like there's a set path to this tree. Ooh, gentleman. He looks very fancy. He's coming out of a branch, it looks like. It's very earthy based so far, this deck. Ooh, fish down in the ocean. Oh, we have one of those trident things, I think they're called. Ooh, oh, clover. These type of clovers are some of my favorite. I love seeing them. Key. I like these dashes of color that she's using. It gives it a bit of a watercolor feel. Child. This little girl doesn't fit in with the rest of the art, but I do like this use of color up here, and it's giving me some spring and wintry type of vibe. Oh, that's cute. Heart. Oh, I really like this. This is cute. Anchor. Just looking. It almost looks like there could be somebody behind that anchor. Flowers. Oh, those are pretty. Look at these petals. That's super pretty. A lot of light posts. She really likes these light posts. I wonder if she just drew it once and then copy pasted a book. And there's stuff coming out of it. And then we've got more books over here. The moon. Once again, really like the use of colors. We have a clock theme again. The sun and moon are very useful ways to tell time, so perhaps that is part of the reason why. Ooh, fox lady. Lily. It's almost like this lily is blossoming inside this abandoned castle. Stars. Each star kind of looks, this one looks like a snowflake. This looks like a spider web. This looks like a little bit like a compass. That's really interesting that she chose such different ideas, whether purposeful or not, for each of these stars. House. Oh, it looks like, I don't remember the name of the style, but it's like a lot of metal. Tree. Oh, I'm mostly noticing this timer, this sand timer. That's interesting. Bear. Got some polar bears hanging out together. Cross. And then looks like a person maybe walking around their church. Scythe. Oh, we got a nice little windmill. A little straw hat. Garden. Oh, that's pretty. I really like this. This gate. And see, once again, these light posts. Little benches in our garden. A dog. I thought originally, as soon as I saw the dog, I thought he was a wolf. Very fancy dog, if that's his house. Rods. Interesting. These look like thistles. Burrs. Birds. The colors are so nice. Tower. And ship. Let's see how these shuffle. I'm interested in using them. See what type of reading I can get out of it. They are slippy, so I'm trying to be careful not to throw them all around. As it's been so long since I've worked with a Lenormand deck, I'm going to have to read the book to see the types of associations I'm supposed to kind of be getting from it. Yeah, so 3 card spreads would be a good way to start. It'll be interesting to see if the associations I have just on first glance, like how close I can get to how the artist intended for them to be read. This card in particular looks like there's difficulty ahead. And at first glance, when I was just seeing this part of it, it almost looks like a crown of thorns. Like this looks like it's good. This is like maybe a reliable friend, somebody we can depend on. This is either cutting out maybe or harvesting. I could see this card going either way. This is a bird of prey she chose, but the way they're all in the background also could lead to an ominous feeling. Tower. It'll be interesting to learn how Lenormand prefers to read the Tower card when I think of towers, because I'm much more comfortable with like a more standard tarot. The Tower usually signifies to me that big change is coming. It's going to be uncomfortable. It'll be interesting to see if this Tower is the same. It looks a little bit better. There's nothing horrible happening to this Tower. Oh, it's a horse-drawn carriage. Ship. This would speak to me of going on a journey of some kind. It'd be really interesting to see if my first association with some of these cards will be on the nose. They shuffle well. Lenormand decks are smaller. A standard tarot deck is 78 cards. I think these are 36. Just a second. Yes, 36 cards, according to this book. And these are meant to be read as a bit of a story. If I remember correctly, I've read once that this is general day-to-day stuff. Still important, but like that day-to-day stuff, and tarot can give you a more spiritual, further away type of look. This is a gorgeous deck. I really like it. I really like this type of holding case. I like when the case is small enough that it just holds what it needs to hold. It's not a big one, and I can keep my items with me. Some decks come with like a really large container, and you don't want to lug that around, but then the instruction book is so much bigger than your deck and you might want to bring the book. I really like it when they're all about the same size. This was the Mirror Truth Lenormand deck. So pretty. I will make sure to put the link for this deck in my description, so that way if you're interested, you can just go look at it. This is not sponsored or anything. I don't make any income or benefit in any way from you checking out the links. It's just for ease in case you're interested. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I've been your local art witch, and I'll see you all again next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.